Okay, thanks.
Now, away from what's happening in South Africa, you will recall the Kenya Garissa University massacre, in which at least 148 people were killed a few weeks ago. On its website, Al-Shabaab further threatened Kenya, saying that the gruesome incident was a preview of things to come and that there would be more attacks which Kenya security cannot prevent. Now, based on those threats and the level of brutality in that incident, Kenya is not leaving anything to chance regarding security. The Interior Ministry has confirmed the suspension of 9 senior security officials pending an investigation into their handling of this month's attack on a university by the militants. Those suspended include all police chiefs in Garissa County, its regional administrator, and its criminal investigations officer. The storming of the university was the bloodiest attack on Kenyan soil since the bombing of the U.S. Embassy back in 1998. Al-Shabaab has now killed more than 400 people in Kenya since President Kenyatta took office in April 2013, hurting the East African nation's image abroad and severely damaging its vital tourism industry. Still on Kenya, it appears as though all the appeals by the UNHCR to the country's authorities have fallen on deaf ears, as Kenya has opted to no longer accommodate about 350,000 Somali refugees who are currently living in Dadaab camp. The decision is in aftermath of the Garissa University attack, as Kenya says it has evidence that the attackers were hiding in the camp. In order to move forward, the government has agreed to form a tripartite commission to oversee the repatriation of Somali refugees. And during a meeting yesterday, Kenya, Somalia, and the United Nations Refugee Agency, that's UNHCR, said they had formally nominated 4 representatives, each to a team to expedite repatriation of refugees at Dadaab. The Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary, Amina Mohammed, said the commission would help the 3 parties discuss ideas that will see a faster return of the refugees. Now, the formation of the commission, which is provided for the tripartite agreement signed in September 2013, is a result of Ms. Mohammed's meeting with Somali Foreign Minister Abdul Salam Omer and the UNHCR representative, among other stakeholders, in Nairobi. Well, our security expert, Dr. Ona Ekumu, joins us via telephone. Dr. Ekumu, thank you very much for joining us again on the program.
Thank you very much.
Now, these moves being made by the Kenya government, basically, with the sacking of security, or the suspension, I should say, of security chiefs, as well as the process which we're seeing right now of 350,000 Somali refugees being removed, what does it say about how the government is addressing this terrorism threat?
Well, I think it indicates that they consider the threat a very grave threat, and it is in the region of high threat and high criticality, based on the number of persons that were killed in the Garissa attack. Now, I think the response by the government is also indicative of the responsiveness of the government to public opinion, because public opinion has been quite critical of the government's handling of the Garissa attack, the response time, the slow response time, the lack of attention to intelligence estimates or intelligence reports that an attack was imminent, and then also the fact that this large body of Somalian refugees were living there, and there wasn't adequate intelligence assets in there to gather information about their intent. So I think the criticism of the government's response has been quite vitriolic on the part of Kenyans. And then foreign media has also they've also pointed out that there were many lapses in the response to the attack. So the action by the government is a way of perhaps blunting the criticism and showing that the government is responsive and is willing to ensure the security of the citizens of Kenya.
Well, Dr. Kumu, that's been well said. Thank you so much for your input. We appreciate your time as always. Thank you.
Thank you very kindly.
We'll take another break now on the program. When we come back, we'll bring you updates concerning the trial of the Al Jazeera journalists. Please stay with us.